Okay. Stretch the bounds. What's up, Garuda? I don't know what the heck what happened a while ago. That was one of the most weirdest things that ever happened. Right in the middle of a deep conversation, what I was having about the black community on the type of things that we were suffering, YouTube just decided to shut down the whole YouTube. Just kind of weird, huh? Got you wondering, what's really going on here? What is really going on? I forgot exactly what I was saying. I was in the middle of saying something, and boom, I lost all of you. But I gotta, I probably got like another 20 minutes in me. I'm gonna close it off. Cause y'all had more questions in the chat, and I didn't get to all of them. Huh? Yeah. So I guess whoever's back, please hit that like button again. Hit that like button. What's up, Scott Pilgrim? I don't know if you was in the chat a while ago, Scott. Yeah, YouTube did go down. Because I was in the middle of, I think I was talking about the disparities that black people have, African Americans. Of course, like I said, I wasn't trying to get too political, but it was just on my mind what's been going on. I won't even say recently, like it's been going on for a long time, and it's just a lot of us. We just tired, man. We tired. We tired. We tired of getting treated like fifth class citizens in this world. We tired. We tired. Ah, it is what it is. So yeah, YouTube is yeah, they tripping. They are tripping. Yeah, I wish I could go back to those questions. 'Cause I know there's some questions that I was about to answer, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna stay here long. I'm gonna just finish up what I was saying. You know, with the Ghost of Tsushima, I really did enjoy it. Um, that playthrough they gave us. So I'm glad they actually gave us some gameplay footage. Looking forward to it when it comes out. Um, of course, the new Paper Mario game. It looks pretty cool. I might check it out as well. It's not really, it's not, well, we ain't really got much on the Switch this year, so that probably be the only game I play so far. Because I really haven't played the Switch much this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Hmm. But yeah, like y'all make sure y'all stay in tune for tomorrow's podcast. I will be doing a Real Talk podcast tomorrow, so make sure y'all guys uh, you know subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell because YouTube they be on that mess. They be unsubscribing people. The YouTube channels that a lot of people that supposedly was that's been notifying YouTube uncheck the notification bell for some reason. I don't know what is YouTube doing. Like it's pretty obvious. I do know what they're doing. It's pretty obvious they trying to get the bigger channels out. They getting these celebrities more traction. It's like the little people like us. We're not getting no type of traction at all, at all. But yeah, if y'all got any questions, yeah, just put in the chat. Got some questions? Got some questions? Cause I just ordered some pizza a while ago, so yeah, that's why I said I got like I said, what time is it? I give y'all like at least 15, maybe 20 minutes. Let me see. Nope. YouTube want people to be gay or ratchet. They hate us straight black males. Oh, look like somebody watching Tariq Nasheed. Oh man, you know that got me. You know, kind of got me thinking about that Last of Us game, man. It's just crazy that YouTube is censoring a bunch of content creators that's speaking negatively on The Last of Us since that story got leaked, and you know people upset, and they're upset, you know, rightfully so because you know you're a big fan of a franchise, and you do that to your main characters, and you know people has the right to be upset. The story of the game, just the narrative of that game, like it's just I don't even know what to say, man. It's pretty. It's just it's sad. But yeah, man, it's I see it every day, man. Like the deep masculation of people that looks like us, man. I see it every day. That's why I tell my kids don't watch too much TV, man, because TV is nothing but a propaganda machine. Watching a watching a news station, watching the national news, Fox News, MSNBC, CNN. I don't trust none of them. They all can go to hell. They all fake news. That's one thing I can credit Trump. They fake as hell, and they all got their own agenda. But yeah, I see it every day. They hate us black males. They hate us so much that when it comes to advertising the black family on TV, they have people that looks like me dating Becky's. You know, I'm not trying to, like I say, I'm not trying to speak racism on my channel. I'm not racist at all, but this is all about my people. When I see on TV all the time that no black people is together, they're not getting advertised. It's always biracial, couples. Like I said, I'm not being racist. I'm talking about the future of my race. When you see that type of stuff on TV, especially children, they it's psychologically programmed something in their mind to where that hey, the TVs tell me that I need to be with this person, I need to be with that person. I want to date interracial now. So like let's just say 100 years later, down the line, it's not going to be the same because the same people that was watching the TV and they see exactly what is the beauty standard on TV. The beauty standard on TV and worldwide has always been the European standard. Always been European standard. But when you see a little black boy and a little black girl on TV saying that the European standard has always been a beauty and not themselves, so they go out there and try to put that fake hair in their head, they lighten their skin, putting contacts in their eyes, and they don't want to be with their own people. So when you do that, and if you get a large amount of people to do that for 100 years, all it is another eugenics praxis to not physically wipe out a race, but mentally wipe out a race. That's why they call it mental slavery. And I feel that a lot of my people is still slaves in the mind. So, it is what it is. And that's why I tell my kids, I teach them. I already told them what they need to do. They know what they need to do. I told them don't listen to what the TV say, because we know when it comes to the TV, the television stations, Uh, there's hardly any black-owned TV stations. Like, I'll probably say maybe one, and in the non-black stations that my kids watch, all of them got an agenda that they're pushing, and that agenda is working because I'm looking when I go out in public. I look exactly what I see that agenda on TV. Uh, when it comes to black males, they demasculate us to the bone on TV. We're soft as hell on TV. We're the alphabet people on TV. They get the softest black men. They don't get people like me. They don't get straight up rah type of guys or black males on TV. No, no, you'll get a down limit type of person. You you'll get you. I'm really trying not to say what I want to say because it's YouTube. I already know I'm gonna get demonetized. Matter of fact, I don't even make no money off of this. So I don't really give a damn. But yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, man. That's why I teach my kids I teach my kids about life. I teach my kids about their real history. I teach my kids about black love, a self-love. Don't let the European standard on TV be your definition of beauty. I always say black is beautiful. Black has always been beautiful. My daughter has never had weave in her hair. Never had, no, I'm sorry, no, she did have weave before, but she mostly go natural. She never put a perm in her head. Never had contact. She always been natural. That's why I'm teaching my daughter. I'm teaching her to be proud of your skin, be proud of your hair. Just because the mainstream media see that the afro hair or the woolly hair is ugly, but they don't talk about the significant part about the hair of a black person. You can do so many types of styles with the black man and woman hair. When our hair defines gravity. If you don't comb your hair, you don't brush your hair, boof, it goes it goes like that. Our hair is insect repellent. We don't have lice in our hair. They don't talk about that type of stuff. But they talk about what they talk about because it's not owned by us, it's owned by them. So that's why I tell my kids, hey man, don't listen to what the mainstream media say. Black is beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror, you are beautiful. I tell my son, hey, you are a handsome young man. I look at my hair, I look at my hair, I say, hey man, good hair, bad hair, whatever you want to say. No, what is a bad hair? What's bad hair? That's exactly why I tell my black brothers and sisters. I said, what is bad hair to y'all? Black people? What's bad hair? White people? It's like when it comes to good hair and bad hair discussions, it's always, pointed towards the black man and black woman. It's just crazy. Just because your hair is not straight doesn't consider it bad. Everybody is different. I can't go to a Hispanic or a white or Asian person and say, hey man, you got bad hair because your hair don't look like mine. What? That don't even make sense. That's that slave mentality. Just because, we get denied jobs and opportunities in the United States because, hey, we don't own most of these companies. We have to go on to get along. That's basically what we got to do. We got to go on to get along. And we got to go by our rules. And there's been so much hair discrimination when it comes to my people. It's sad. Matter of fact, one of my best friends, I asked him, he's been growing his dreads for 10 years. I said, Vernon, how many times have you been turned out a job because of your hair? He said 5 times. I was like, you serious? I was like, why is your hair so important for them to turn you down? He's like, hey, it is what it is. But when it comes to those other folks, they can have their hair however they want and, long to their backs, to their butts. It's like I said, it's their rules. But it's just something about the black man's woolly hair that got everybody scared of. Why are hair scare people so badly? I just don't understand. There's been so many cases in elementary school, middle school, it don't even matter. It's been so many cases in school, period, that little black boys and girls get denied. That was a story a few months ago that this black boy was denied graduation because of his dreadlocks. And that, if you just think about what I just said, how retarded does that sound? How retarded does that sound? So you're telling me that hair that naturally grows out of my head is stopping me from getting my high school graduation so I could go to college. But of course that story got mainstream and it went viral, and of course they had to change their rules. So that's the problem. A lot of these states still got these Jim Crow laws, these rules that needs to get changed. But will it all get changed? I doubt it, because as long as they are still in power, ain't nothing gonna change. I'm just gonna be real about that. Ain't nothing gonna change. So like I said, that's why I like to play video games. That's why I like to just be in this virtual reality world to get out of the real world, because in this world that we live in right now, this is not our world. Thousands of years ago, this used to be our world, thousands of years ago. But if you dig into your history, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. But now, it's not. It's their world, and we live in it. We got to go by the rules, or we deny the job, we go to jail, go to prison, whatever, get denied all types of stuff. And, like I say, I'm all about, self-love, black love. Of course, I got a black wife. And of course, y'all know, I put pictures on Discord chat, put pictures on Twitter a lot, show my family. No, I'm not throwing shade to people that date outside their race. I'm not. You do what you want to do. But I'm just telling you my experience. I'm telling you my concerns about my people. But if we're going to continuously if we continuously keep going with their agenda, then, we're playing their game. So at the end of the day, they're going to win because we're playing our game. In order for us to, what's that scripture in the Bible? Be fruitful and multiply. You know what that means, be fruitful and multiply. We have to love each other. That way we could be fruitful, love our family, and multiply, meaning making babies, black babies. But this is why I, like I say, man, am I getting too far with this? I'm not trying to I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes or anything. I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm just speaking from the heart. Just black man to black man in the chat, or black woman in the chat. You could be non-black. But I'm just, like I say, before the stream went down about 30 minutes ago, I'm just sick and tired of what's been going on with my people, not only just in America, worldwide. I follow black folks in Europe. I follow a lot of YouTube channels and African YouTube channels, and the stuff that they are going through over there, it's just shaking my head. Like, I'm like, man, we're going through so much over here. Now the mess that's going on over there, it's just making me want to just fall down and just break down on my knees and just start praying and crying to my God. It's that bad. It's that bad. And of course, the whole COVID-19 thing that started in China, and all of a sudden, black people is the face of Corona and getting kicked out of McDonald's and denied entry to a hospital. They denied entry to a grocery store. They was kicked on the streets, homeless. Like, just think to yourself, like, if you're not black, and if let's say you're purple, and you see the same treatment of purple people, not only in the country that you stay in, but worldwide, and you wondering, what did us purple people do to this world for them to hate us so much? Just think about it. If you so-called Caucasian, oh, he's here? Okay. Give me a second, guys. But pizza man is here. Give me a sec. I know I went on a tangent, but give me about 2 minutes. I'll be back. I gotta wrap it up. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, guys, I got a couple minutes. I got to close off since the pizza is here. But yeah, man, I don't mind doing more of these. But of course, I want to keep it game on this channel. But yeah, man, I know a lot of y'all, a lot of my followers are, happens to be black, men and, a few black women. But yeah, I know a lot of y'all tired of, the treatment of black people. And like, I know why. I just don't want to go deep into it because when I start going biblical and throwing out the Bible and this and that and throw out some history artifacts and some statues and a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to be shown on mainstream media, like, it's as much as I want to say something about it, it's just not the channel to do it on. It's not. But yeah, like, even though if you Caucasian, like I was saying a while ago, and some of them, they are speaking out. One thing I do have a problem with this situation is that most of them said they're not racist. I'm saying that, okay, if most of y'all say that y'all not racist, then why do y'all continue to allow the mistreatment of black men and black women to go on in this country for so long? Remember, we've been here for over 400 years, and not even one day in this nation that we always that we was on equal footing economically with Caucasians. Well, it ain't gotta be Caucasians. You got Hispanic community, Asian community. We was here before them. The Arab community, we was here before them. The only people that was here before us was Native Americans, even though they stripped them from their land and took their land and took us, our ancestors, to become their slaves. And now, since slavery was allegedly abolished back in 1865, it doesn't mean that we are physically and mentally out of slaves. That's what the prisons is for. Well, that's why they lock up more black men and black women in prisons, because they have to continue that slavery. I'm not saying that there's not opportunities out there for us. Yes, there are opportunities out there, but we got to go through hell of a lot more obstacles than the counterparts. There is a couple of 2-3 black billionaires in the nation, but that's fine and dandy. Just because we got about 3-4 black billionaires, what has that done to the black community? Okay, how is that going to kick those foreigners in all these black communities? Like, every time I go to a corner store in all the black neighborhoods in Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, it's not run by black people. It's run by either Asians or Arabs. I'm like, okay, this is a black community. Or is it a black community? Like I said a while ago, it cannot be a community without the people. That's why I don't understand. Like, remember that riot in Baltimore about a couple years ago when they said they were destroying their own businesses. And I'm like, how are we destroying our own businesses? Those are non-black businesses. Like, maybe there was a black business, but the ones that they destroyed was non-black. Like I say, I can't never call it a black community if it's not ran by blacks, if there's no black economics, if there's no black schools, black hospitals, black bus lines, black, black, anything, just black. That's basically what I'm saying. But as long as those folks allow the constant racism to allow in the so-called black community, and we continuously keep going to their stores, their nail salons, black women, beauty supply stores, black women. That's another thing that that's scratching my head with all these videos circulating online, with the treatment of black women in these nail salons and beauty salons, and it's the same group of people that's doing the mistreatment of black women, and we keep going to their establishments, getting y'all heads busted in. You know what? I'm not trying to go down that road, but Nia, you know exactly what I mean. That's why I told my wife, leave them alone. Don't mess with them no more. We do a black-owned. There's plenty of black-owned businesses around here that we can support. We support everybody else but our own. This is why there is a deep-rooted self-hate amongst the black community, and it's going to take some divine intervention for us to wake up. That's all we gotta do is wake up. Because right now, a lot of us are still in la la land. La la land, because a lot of us still think that voting matters. I know some of y'all vote, but all I'm saying is, what has voting got us? We still, was it last hired, first fired on the most part. We still dead last in economics in the black community. Still dead last in just about every other thing. So, what'd you say? You say, let me see, I can't read your comment. You say, I highly disagree. Oh, you talking about the voting? I know some of y'all gonna disagree with voting. I'm just saying, my experience, or I don't even say experience, what I'm seeing, man. What I'm seeing, like, I don't see a change. I know Obama came and just, you're supposed to have change this, change that. Only thing I saw change was in the Alphabet community. Some major changes with them and what they can do. But when it comes to black communities, there was no change. It actually got worse. Economics got worse. Police brutality got worse. Hate crimes got worse. Even black on black crimes got worse. So, like I say, we are our own worst enemy, and we the enemy of everybody else too. So, like I say, it's gonna take a lot of prayer for us to wake up. That's all I'm gonna say. What you got? What you say, Nia? We got to make voting work for us. The issue. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It's who representing us. Only thing I could say is, with every black politician in whatever state you're in, I still don't see no liberation in any black community. No matter how hard they fight for us, there's no liberation. When I say liberation, I'm talking about black independence. When I say black independence, I mean that we don't have to depend on no other group of people to get loans for houses. No other group of people to get loans for cars or a loan period. No other group of people that we don't have to shop at their grocery stores, shop at their clothing stores, ride their bus lines, go to their hospitals. That's the type of independence that I'm talking about. That's why I say black economics is what we need, and having other people alongside us is not working. We have left. I'm just saying we have left. I'm not this people of color, because people of color is a distraction. Because people of color just means none white. People of color can mean, Hispanic, black, Arab, anybody. So that's why I move away from that people of color conversation, because they could be like, hey man, I'm a people of color too. We have a struggle too. But when they talk about struggle, I take them all the way back to the transatlantic slave trade. I said, did y'all have that type of trouble? And, then I take them to the Jim Crow. Did y'all have that type of trouble? Then I'll take them to the 80s crack epidemic. Y'all had that type of trouble? I fast forward back to right now. Right now, like it's beginning to look like modern day Jim Crow. What's been going on right now with the lynchings, and it's just too much, man. It's too much that's going on with our people, man. It's too much. He's an LGBT community knows how to lobby, and we need to learn too. One thing about us, Nia, that what falls on the dependence factor, that we depend on too many people because we feel that if it's black, it's whack. If it's white, it's all right. That's that mentality that we have. Matter of fact, I worked for a black-owned business last year. I didn't, it was cool that I actually get to work for people that look like me. But as I, dug deeper and of course worked for them for over a year, and I was like, you know what, something just don't seem right. I'm like, this is a black-owned business, but I see non-black people in the front office doing all the paperwork. They're not estimating on jobs because of course I do plumbing. I don't see any black engineers. I'm like, how is this a black-owned company, but I see non-black people running things? That's what I'm saying. We need dependence from ourselves, and it starts with our people. We can't ask any other group of people for handouts because we see how we get treated right now. The way we get treated. Just look at the fact that we still owed over trillions of dollars of reparations. That's never going to happen. Remember last year they talking about we need to study that with this election. We need to study reparations, but when this pandemic happened, all of a sudden $2.3 trillion came out of nowhere. But reparations for slavery has been well overdue for over 400 years. So like I'm saying, we have to depend on ourselves, man. And as far as black man and black woman goes, we gotta love ourselves, man. Stop looking at TV. Stop looking at the news and look at weekly entertainment. Just looking at all these standard European beauty outlets, because all it does is program stuff in your minds. It programs stuff in your child's mind to where I don't want to look like the way I am because the world sees the lighter skinned people as the beauty standard of this world. That's why that's why my kids, they watch conscious black stuff. Of course, I let them, I force them to listen to some conscious black YouTubers that speaks nothing but the truth so they can get some knowledge. I sit down with my kids, one-on-one, or all of them, and I break down the history of their people on how great that they was, how great our people was back then that they refused to put in the history books of today. Because all they do in today's history class is go back to slavery. I'm saying, if our people were so good at building this country and they went all across the Atlantic Ocean to go grab our ancestors to build America today, how was our people 400, 500, or 1,000 years prior to the transatlantic slave trade? That's the type of history we do not get. That's why I'm saying we have left, people. It's up to us to teach our kids the right history. It's up to us to teach our kids black economics. It's up to us to do what it takes to keep our people, afloat, keep our people, self-love and get away from that self-hatred. That's what we fall victim to the most. We hate each other. We don't even want to do business with each other. How many times have y'all black folks in the chat heard this? I don't want to do business with that black man. He has an attitude. That she got an attitude. This attitude that they don't know if they're doing this, that. But they basically punish the whole entire group of people based on a couple of people. That's a lot more, black businesses out there to try out. Don't punish your people, man. Encourage your people. I'm not saying continue to do business with somebody that's doing a bad job. No, I'm not saying that. But there are some good business owners out there that you can try out. But like I said, I'm not trying to preach racism. I'm not trying to say, hey, do not go to the white man, Asian, Hispanic, Arabic. Do not go to their business. I'm not saying that. You do what you want to do. All I'm saying is we need to love ourselves a lot more than other groups of people love themselves. That's all I'm saying. So let me get a few questions, then I'm go eat some pizza and watch some movies with my family. And tomorrow we'll get back on the video game talk. I wasn't trying to do political talk, but it was just on my mind. I'm gonna have to change the title of this video. He said, and vote and be involved with who is representing us and making sure they propose and stand by a black agenda. There was a candidate that had a black agenda. Was it Miriam something? I forgot her name. But they got rid of her fast because she was she was deep into reparations for black people. If you remember that, Neil, she was really deep into getting black people reparations. They got rid of her fast. And the reason why I don't follow nobody, I don't support nobody because I guess you could say the best Democrat out of all of them is probably Bernie Sanders. But do I support Bernie Sanders? No, because he got exposed on the reparations talk. Every time they ask him about reparations, he gets stupid. He looks like a deer, stuck in a deer head in the headlights. That's how he looks. And he said, "What is that? What is that? What is What is this? What is it like?" Like that type of talk. I'm like, okay, next. Clearly, he don't have a black agenda. Of course, he did talk about black people, talking about, yes, he know the disparities of black people, but he wanted to include people of color along with black people. People color this, people color that. No, screw people of color. I'm talking about black people, Negro people, colored people, if you want to go down that path. Hebo people, if you want to, I could get deeper. They changed their names so many times during the history. Yes, they used to call us Hebo. I'm talking about us, African American, black man, black woman. That's what I'm talking about. I want an agenda for that. No people of color agenda. Because of that people of color agenda, every group of people that is not black had got the piece of the pie. Not us. But like I say, it takes the right person to represent us. But then again, even though if they have the right person to represent us, what makes you, don't think that they're going to get sabotaged? That Miriam lady, she got sabotaged. They made sure that they shut her campaign down real quick. When she talking about reparations for one group of people, they shut her down. And she was a white woman. They was talking about reparations for black people, a white woman. So I'm not saying that all white people are bad. I'm not saying all of them is bad. I'm just saying that it's just, like I said, we just got a lot. We got a lot to learn here. We got a lot to do in order for us to get our mess together, people. A lot to do. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all, even though if y'all not black that's in the chat, y'all recognize the disparities that we go through in this country. Like I say, I don't subscribe to people of color. I don't. They changed that changed that narrative to the people of color. What 3, 4, 5 years ago when they changed that people of color? I'm like during my lifetime, I was either called black or African American. Now I'm an adult now. Now they calling us people of color now. Well, how many times are they gonna change our names? How many times? What is it about them changing our names and our identities? That's why I don't subscribe to a lot of these folks, man. I don't go to those folks. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say something else. Okay, what you got? What y'all got? The issue is that we only look at them. That's true. That's true, Neil. That's true. We don't look at Democrats. That's true. That's true. We've been married to the Democratic Party for so long, but if you think about it, the Democratic Party sabotaged us and screwed us the most. And all they do, all mainstream media do, is get black entertainers, black athletes to go represent black people for some reason. I don't know why they gotta get black entertainers to talk politics and convince them. No, they convince them to convince us that we need to vote for such and such, that is a Democrat. But at the end of the day, I'm like, where is the tangibles here? Where is the agenda for black folks? If there's no agenda, there's no vote. And from what I see with this coming up election, there's no agenda, so there's no vote for me because I don't see nothing that is tangible for me to vote for. Joe Biden, a lot of y'all know about him, his racist past and present, and allegedly a pedophile. I think he is a pedophile. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Know how YouTube is. But yeah, like if we all did our homework on Joe Biden during the Obama administration, we'd probably been like, Obama, why did you use him as a running mate? Do you not know his past? What he did? But All I'm saying is we are in the age of exposure. We are in the age of knowledge, and there's a lot of knowledge out there, and that's why a lot of people is getting exposed these days. The racism is getting exposed. The way it is, the way how we've been saying on how the country treats us, since everybody got cell phones, everybody got social media. Now y'all seen the hate that we go through consistently in this country, consistently on the continent of Africa, the motherland, consistently in Europe, consistently in Asia. The constant hate that we go through. Thanks to social media that's exposing this mess. So if there's going to be any hope for the black man and black woman to get some type of liberation, we got to depend on ourselves, people. We got to depend on ourselves. And we got to leave Pookie and Ray Ray out of our conversation because they are our enemies too. Pookie and Ray Ray, they got to go. People that look like you and me, and they harm people that looks like themselves, me and you, they got to go because they are no brothers and sisters, in my eyes. I don't care how much they look like me. If they will beat up, kill another black person that look like themselves, then I will not call them my brother or my sister. They just a devil. They just a devil. That's all I gotta say. It's those devils that's keeping our people from liberating with each other. We're killing each other every freaking day. I'm sick of this shit, man. Every time there's a white police officer killing us, unarmed black person, or a white person killing an unarmed black person, we go march. We gonna be like, stop, stop the racism, this and that. Then, of course, it went mainstream, national news, and all of a sudden, got these bootleg lawyers like Crump or was it Merritt, Lee Merritt? These bootlickers forcing these people to forgive their family, to forgive the killer that killed their kids. If you kill my kid, I hate you for life. If you go kill my kid in cold blood, I hate you for life. I hope that you die the worst death ever. Ain't no forgiveness coming out of me. I want you dead. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. We too forgiving with other groups of people, but we not too forgiving for ourselves, our own people. That's why I said black economics start with black people. We don't need to depend on no other group of people. If we can't depend on ourselves, then who's going to save us? We got left, people. That's all I got to say. So let me get a couple of questions. I'm going to get up out of here because the piece is getting cold. I hate to see black on black. I hate it. I hate it to the freaking, oh my God. It's just so sickening with the mess that we go through in this fucking country. And we just go murder a person that look like us in cold blood. I'm sick and tired of these fight videos. Bunch of black people just acting like animals, fighting, shooting each other, killing each other. Sick of it, man. It's kind of funny that these Facebook, YouTube allow that type of crap. But when you start talking conscience and black deliberations, you get demonetized, your videos get blocked. Matter of fact, I got put in Facebook jail last week for encouraging my black sisters to shop black owned when it comes to nail salons, when it comes to beauty supply products. And I got flagged for hate speech. I'm like, are you kidding me? And y'all allow fight videos, y'all allow people getting their heads decapitated on Facebook. But once somebody trying to talk about black love, it's a problem? Wow. Like I say, people, we got. I know that I kind of went on tangent here, and I know this is a gaming channel, so if you're new here, I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest. As a black man, I see what my people's going through. It's sickening. It's sickening what the world is doing to us. It's sickening what my own people is doing to us. Sick, man. But yes, I guarantee tomorrow we're going back gaming. Like I say, this was on my mind. On my mind. And I just had to get off my chest. It's that gamer rage. So what we got? What we got? You said you're an independent, Nia? he said Democrats love black people every 4 years. That is so true. What, Bam Jam? I think that's the first time I seen your name here. I appreciate you coming. But yeah, that is so true, man. Growing up, I grew up in a Democratic household. We all Democrats. I was raised to, like they said, Democrats for poor people, Republicans for rich. But once you get knowledge, once you get older and actually learn the system, what the system is about, they all the same. It's just one party is racist and the other party is racist, but in the closet type of racist. And it's really the Democrats that orchestrated a bunch of racist policies. I'm just being real with you. So that's why I'm glad that my generation that's in their 30s and 40s is waking up. Is waking up to, to the real meaning of black economics and black politics, because this mess that we've been subscribing to these past 50, 60 years is not black politics. It's their politics, not our politics. Just because you see some black bootlickers on TV that's chasing those butter biscuits, it doesn't mean that they are for us. They never been for us. They will not get a spot on CNN, a spot on Fox News, a spot on MSNBC. They will not ever get a spot if they're going to talk about black liberation. They'll get rid of them so quick. So quick. So this is why I follow certain YouTubers, because they tell like it is, man. If you don't have any tangibles for my people, you don't get no black vote. But one thing about voting is really crucial if you vote locally. That's why a lot of us need to participate more in the town hall meetings. We need to participate more on who's going to be the mayor of our city, who's going to be the district attorneys in our cities. Because there's been so many cases that it's just like I saw somebody post something on Facebook and I shared it, that this black dude and this white dude commit the same crime. The black dude got 26 years in prison for, of course, it was robbery, and the white dude got 2 years in county jail. So that type of stuff, we need to start voting people out of office, locally. Like, just because these statistics say black people commit more crimes, in which I don't believe, that they take up more than half of the population in prison, I do believe that. It doesn't mean that most of them are actually criminals. They might be criminals to the system and to society, but what have they really do? There's been a lot of corruption in this justice system. A lot of corruption. Lots of corruption. And yes, it starts at home. I would rather y'all vote locally than voting for the presidential vote. I'm just being real with you. So yes, we know that there's constant racism going on. It's just a lot of people. We just like, I don't know what else to say, man. We all we have left. And for the Caucasian people out there that claim to be our friends, that claim to be like, I'm not racist, I got black friends and I got black children, blah 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 that. Okay. Being silent is just as bad as being overly, I guess racist, as being out there type of racist. But when you're being silent to a situation that don't affect you, but it affect other groups of people, you just as bad as the people that's actually doing the stuff. I'm just be real with you too. I don't care if you march in the streets with every time there's a protest, Black Lives Matter. Hell, screw Black Lives Matter protests. When I found out about that protest, when I found out about the true agenda of Black Lives Matter, I say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Like, I understand the concept, what they're trying to do, but when I dig deep into their true agenda, I was like, no, there's always agenda behind an agenda. I need black liberation agenda. I need a real Black Lives Matter agenda. No agenda behind an agenda. No, I don't want that. I don't want an agenda behind an agenda. One agenda, black liberation. If I can't get that, friend of me, brother to me, sister to me, I don't like you, you can go to hell. That's all I got to say. He said only Uncle Tom's work at Fox News. He said, I love my black people's food, bro. Yeah, one thing, yeah, we can throw down, when it comes to soul food, but I'm just gonna be real with you, it's not good for you, man. That's to kill you. It'll kill you. Eat too much of that stuff. Said, real game talking about true thing, vote the people out of office. Yes, it's about your local politics, man. Now, I would subscribe to local politics, man. Like, wherever you live at, man, you gotta, you gotta dig in to who is the district attorney, who is running this city. That's where it starts at. Just because something is going down in another state, it's not going to affect you. It affects where you live at in your state. It affects your city, your state. Vote for your local mayor. Vote for your governor of that state. That is what the politics that we need to be a part of. Because when it comes to these presidential votes, I'm going to be real, man. As the Obama voter twice, I felt that we got worse. Black folks, we got worse. Economically, we got worse. The prison rate got worse. Crimes, worse. Hate crimes got worse. Everything got worse. Matter of fact, the Bush administration gave more black loans at a lower interest rate than the Obama administration. No, I was cool. I was really happy that we had a so-called black man in office. I was happy. Whether you want to call him black or biracial. I was just happy that he kind of looked like me. I was happy. But 8 years later, when he got voted in? 2008? So 12 years later, after he got in office, we still the same, people. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed. Everything is the same. So that change that Obama brought to the office was a change of a certain group of people, of their livelihoods. The alphabet community. Their lives changed. Now you see more representation with them on TV. More representation on them everywhere. They're protected. You can't look at them wrong without getting a hate crime on you. You can't even fight them, even if they start to fight. If you fight them back, hate crime. I'm be real with you. There's been a couple of cases in Dallas. Hate crimes. But yeah, he brought a change in office. He brought a change to the lifestyle of the alphabet communities. But he did not bring a change to the lifestyle of the people that look like him. That's all I got to say about that. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that Boondocks episode, man. That was funny. I love Boondocks, man. They supposed to be coming out with another season. I'm not sure when, but yeah, I'm glad that they come out because Aaron McGruder's a genius. That dude right there, the stuff that he talked about in that show, like this dude right here, it's like he could see the future. A lot of stuff they talked about in that show, it came to pass like in the future. I like, man, this dude right here is something else, man. And the people in the House and Senate, that's what happens when the House acts against the president. Yeah, I understand. It depends on the seats. On the seats in the House. Yes, I understand that, Nia. Yeah, I understand. Like, if you don't get enough Democrats to be in that seat. Matter of fact, there was more Democrats in the seat in his first term, but his second term, it was more Republicans. But his first term, there was still no difference. It was still the same. His agenda was the same. But yes, if you got more Republicans, they're gonna act against you. I understand that. But his main thing was the alphabet people. He was. I really don't want to keep talking about this. It's just that's why I try to stay out of politics, man. I'm all about black liberation. If I can't find anybody that can liberate us to be independent, then it's just that's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, my pizza is starting to get cold, people. Oh yeah. CVS said, "Real, you letting your powers that be keep you from wanting your pizza. Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, so yeah, man, my pizza's getting cold, people. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here. Like I said, I had this on my mind. Just want to talk about it, but like I say, tomorrow we're going strictly back to gaming. So make sure you subscribe to this channel if you is new to this channel. Make sure you keep up to date. Follow me on Facebook and I guess my real name is Facebook. It's Aaron Johnson. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it should be in the description. Of course, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is the same as my YouTube name, RealGamer27. And of course, follow me on Discord. That should also be in the description as well. If it's not, then I will put it in there after this video finish uploading. So appreciate y'all guys for coming, and I will see y'all guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be strictly gaming, and for real, it's gonna be strictly gaming. But since I know I have some black audience, a lot of my followers are black, I just have to get this off of my mind. I have to get this off of my chest. But like I say, man, no matter what color you are, if you all about equal opportunities for no matter whoever, everybody, and you acknowledge the disparities amongst other groups of people, and you fighting for it, then you are a friend to me. That's all I gotta say. So I guess after that, I will see y'all guys tomorrow, and appreciate y'all guys for staying in tune to listen to my political segment, and I will see y'all guys tomorrow. Peace out.